everyone, and welcome to Saturday Morning Scares. If you are new to the channel, hi, hello, welcome. I am Miss Harley Days, the pinup model. And basically every Saturday we get together here on the channel and we watch scary videos, whether they're ones I found and chose to react to, or you at home found and recommended to me. So this week we are going to be reacting to a series that we saw here on the channel not too long ago, but I just really enjoyed it. And I'm intrigued to see where it's going to go. And it's called the Glendale Archives. So in this series, I noticed that there's a lot of details in the description boxes of each video and the bio and all that kind of stuff. But I want to go on ahead and read the bio to the channel because I feel like this kind of helps the story out a little bit. Welcome to the Glendale Archives. I am an archivist, document the quiet horrors of an empty world. So again, I am a slow reader, so I apologize if my reading is just horrible. And also with the way the screen is, it's kind of hard for me to see, especially because I have a light right in my face and it makes it hard for me to read sometimes. The digital repository contains survival logs, catalogs of backroom escape locations, and analysts of the not quite human entities known as nesters. So that's something you're going to hear a lot through the series is the word nesters. I want to know what a nester is exactly. I thought in the first video, which if you haven't seen our first reaction, please go watch that one. Or even better, go watch the videos for yourself. Check out Glendale Archives for yourself. Great videos. But nesters are talked about a lot in this series, and I find it quite intriguing to find out what is a nester. I thought it was like the people who own the home he was calling a nesters, but no, that was not the case. They're like monster paranormal type things. My goal is to solve the mystery of why this analog horror reality exists and where our subject has gone. Join the investigation as I explore liminal spaces, scavenge for supplies, and document the psychological toll of isolation. Warning, these found footage logs contain disturbing imagery and psychological horror elements. Subscribe to access all archives, The Archivist. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get on to the latest video on their channel, which was the first one that was recommended to me. And I just had no idea that it was going to be a series. And I just decided on a whim to react to the first one on the video because I never saw it. And I didn't know if these were going to connect or not. And to my luck, they do. So good thing I reacted to the first video on the channel. There are 3 videos currently. And we only reacted to the first video. I skipped the second video because it's called Mental Decay, The Cost of Survival. And it's basically already included in the first video. At least from what I could tell, I watched it in my free time to find out, like, is it going to be different at all? There was nothing different whatsoever. So now we're going to go on to The World is Finally Empty.
Day 4, squatting in this abandoned house. I haven't seen another person in 81 days. A couple days ago, I decided to suit up and
Day 4, so that means that the story's being told out of order as well.
Alright, we're heading out.
Because in episode 1, wasn't it day 8?
I found a map here. Barely intact, but enough to help me navigate what was ahead. It is very chilly out today. I also keep my CB radio set to directional and gives me some warning if there's some danger within 5 miles. So if I hear anything, I change course. Yeah, I don't trust that. So I'm definitely gonna veer in a different direction. The map led me to 3 different locations. The mall, an underground concourse, and some type of museum. Places that used to be crowded. You know. The suburbs are empty, that's for sure. Rows of houses, all vacant, so I thought, if anybody's still out there, they'd be here.
Log to the journey. Okay, but here's my theory real quick. Is he actually alone in the world, or does he just think he's alone, and is he like have a, how do I explain this? I always result to this at the start of any analog horror I ever watch, but I always jump to the assumption of, is it like a mental health story? Is he like not actually seeing people, but is there people there? Because he's saying he's going to places that used to be crowded and now they're not. Are they still crowded and he's just not seeing anyone? Did he seclude himself from this town? Was this town like under attack from like a disease or something, or aliens, and everyone got evacuated but he got left behind? There's like so many ways this could go. It could be a sci-fi story, it can be a mental health story. I know in the bios it talked about it's like the back rooms type thing, and I'm sincerely intrigued to see where this is gonna go.
Well, I reached the first location and felt pretty optimistic.
The mall. Is it gonna be like Oldest View, I think it's called? Is he gonna run into someone at the mall?
So far, not very promising.
I'm really nervous because there's a lot of traffic in front of my house right now, and I'm scared it's picking up on our audio. So I'm turning this up like way too loud, and if there's a jump scare, I am screwed.
Very empty. There's not much here. It really puts me on edge that I can see everything. There's really no place to hide here. I'll go see if I can find out where that sound is coming from.
So I'm gonna run at him. Come on. I want something scary to happen. I mean, I don't, but I do.
Alright, see if any of these doors lead to a bunker full of custodians. I don't know. These are all locked.
I'd be too scared being in a big building like that all by myself. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I wouldn't even attempt trying to find anybody.
Well, I wish I had some quarters. Can't believe these are still running. Helicopter? Man, this really makes me hungry. Because there's a food court here. Makes me think of like Nathan's hot dogs or something. I could really go for.
Okay, I hear music and I can't tell if it's something in the mall
No offense, but this looks like a
or if it's down the street from my house, but there's like a weird ringing music playing.
nesters.
Something gonna slam up against the wall. I'm waiting for it.
Getting closer. Seems like where it's coming from.
So it is music in the mall, okay. I don't know. I hear noises and I can never tell if it's outside my house or if it's on the TV or if it's all in my head.
Absolutely nothing. That was recording
I never know.
for someone who I think has been here in the past.
Is there gonna be any nesters in this location?
I spent around an hour and a half exploring the mall. It was getting pretty late, and I needed to keep moving. I also saw a figure that I've encountered before moving towards me. I call him Mr. Whiteout. He sounds harmless, but I don't know, something in me just doesn't trust it. My next stop is a series of underground tunnels called
So
Force
he
B.
has a dude that follows him around. Is that my understanding? Or is that a nester? What?
I expected public transit, trains connecting nearby towns. But instead, I found passageways linking offices, food courts, state buildings, things like that. Parking structures below. It must have been packed with workers at some point moving beneath the city. I'm so hungry. You can get really cornered in one of those kitchens, or else I'd fry up at the Lux. I don't think I'm going to go too deep into this because it's very maze-like, and I don't want to get lost and not be able to get back outside. It's beautiful.
I'm waiting for someone to like run and be up against the door to scare. I want to know what he's recording for. Is he just?
Dark,
I even said this the last time I watched it.
I had a little fun on the way to the next location, and then, I don't know what I was thinking, because it started to get dark out. Woo! It's like I lost 2 hours of my time. I deserve ice cream. Like, I was playing with my radio and acting like an idiot. It's too late to walk back. I was lucky. Some of the towns I passed through still had working electricity. I assume they were connected to some industrial-sized power center that hadn't yet failed. When I got far from the cities, the darkness was pretty blinding. I didn't see a landmark in over an hour, and, out of the
Someone's gonna
darkness,
come running after him, isn't it?
appeared. It wasn't ideal, but I needed shelter. At any moment, I could have run into a nest, so I had to do something. So I slept inside the enclosed slide. It was not comfortable, but it worked. When I woke, I continued on my travels. The last place I visited was the taxidermy house. It used to be a family attraction. Walking through it now, I kept mistaking the stillness for life. Everything looked alive, but it wasn't. Just empty forms stuffed with microfiber. Hello, mammoth. Don't worry. I'm gonna take your little cub, or whatever you call it. Hello.
I'm waiting for something to move and freak him out.
Maybe some guy's doing some work over here. I feel like this guy would really hate me if he was alive. I think we're leaving the jungle. What is this, like an aquatic world or something? One little room for the entire ocean. That's pretty generous. Model T. I'm taking this puppy out for a spin. Alright, I'm gonna get going. As I walked home, I thought about nesters. I really don't know much about them. Only that they can shift from calm to hostile in seconds. Once they settle somewhere, infestation usually follows. I've encountered that. They look human, but something is off about them. Something is just not normal. I'm glad
Don't
we
jump
back
scare
home
us with
and
one,
finished the
please.
fire with this
Don't have one like come running at you or anything.
I didn't find anyone, no, but maybe tomorrow I'll head south towards the water. Anyway.
Okay, and then as always, this is one series I do like reading the description box with each video, even though I suck at reading because, again, I have a light right in my face and it makes it hard to read. But this one reads, I have watched these tapes countless times, especially when editing them, to the point where everything blurs together. I need fresh, sharp eyes to take a look and notice anything I might have missed. Do you see anything that tells us more about where he is or theories about this voided world? Please comment below. I think that's supposed to say below. Archive entry 2 follows the subject during his 3rd month of isolation, as he discovers a hand-drawn map leading to several empty places that once served as hubs for human activity. This recovered footage documents a high-risk excursion through a desolate shopping mall, a subterranean tunnels of Concourse B, and a taxidermy museum, where the boundary between life and stillness begins to blur. As the subject navigates these liminal spaces and encounters the entity he calls Mr. Whiteout, the recording captures the haunting silence of a quiet apocalypse for viewers' interest, the world-building survival fiction, found footage, and analog horror. This tape provides critical data on how subject maintains his perimeter against the ever-present threat of a Nestor infestation. Signing off, the archivist. I cannot talk. I got so tongue twisted there at the end. But Mr. Whiteout, it seems like seems like he's got like a ghost or something following him. I wanna know more about Mr. Whiteout. I'm intrigued to see who Mr. Whiteout is and understand more about Mr. Whiteout. But this really was a good video. He's obviously, because I remember a while back it said something about the time doesn't line up. It's times that haven't happened yet. So is this like a video documented from the future of what's to come? Is he documenting like the end? Like, what is this? That what's going on here? Because it seems very. It's a great story. I'm very excited to see where this is gonna go. I have so many thoughts of where this could be going, but it seems like this guy's like telling what's about to happen, and maybe it did already happen, kind of, sorta, and it was buried and then found, or he buried it, and then there was a time weird thing that happened, and then it was brought back to a present time. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but there's a lot of ideas and theories that I have on how this could be happening. But that was the Glendale Archives. As always, I will be sure to link the channel down below because, guys, go support this channel. They just started at the time of this filming a few weeks ago. But by the time this video goes up, I think it'll be about a month or two or so. But go support them. They have great videos on their channel. Definitely something I want to keep bringing back here on the channel, and go give them some likes, give them some views, maybe even subscribe, but not until you subscribe to me first. With that being said, I was your hostess with the mostest today, Miss Harley Days, on this episode of Saturday Morning Scares, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.